Now, I'll tell you something. I had never heard of DJ Armin van Buuren. The truth is, except for the really big ones, I never heard of most of these DJs. I see these billboards around L.A. for nightclubs in Las Vegas with these guys on them. I feel like I'm 100 years old. I'm still into DJ Jazzy Jeff. That's the DJ I am. Maybe you guys know. Fine, we're going to play a game now called DJ or Microsoft the word font. Okay? Now, the way this will work is, I'll give you a name. You guess whether it's one of the top DJs in the world or a font that comes with Microsoft Word, okay? First up is Eurostyle. Is that a DJ or a font? And the answer is font. That's right. That's absolutely right. Try another. This one is Madion. Is that a DJ or a font? You're very good at this. Madion, if that is how you pronounce his name, is a DJ from France. He's 12 years old. Hello, little boy. All right, next is Cascade. What do we think, Cascade? I guess I'm the only one that doesn't know any of this stuff. And, yeah, that's DJ Cascade. Okay. Next up, Luminari. How do we feel about Luminari? Font, all right. And that is, yes, a font. This is the last one. The final name is Rockwell. DJ. Who says DJ? All right, who says font? By the way, this is the worst crowd activity ever. Who says DJ? Who says font? Well, you're all right. It is a DJ and a font. You wanted font humor? You got it. This is alarming, but not a big surprise. The number of people getting injured using their phones while they're walking is skyrocketing. It's the way, thanks to cell phones, you're now far, far more likely to get in an accident on foot than you have been in the past. It's a real problem. As a matter of fact, a terrible thing happened just a little while ago. Viola Davis was on her way into the show. You can see she's entering from our parking lot there. She's on her phone texting and youch, just like that, hit by a bus. Miraculously, she's fine, and she'll be here too. She doesn't hurt. There are a lot of things crazy things that happen in Russia, but this is pretty crazy. Police in the Kirov region of Russia are reportedly investigating Apple because Apple products have emojis of same-sex couples on their devices. Like, these are the emojis on the Apple device. I think they should be less concerned about the fact that they're same-sex couples and more concerned about the fact that identical twins seem to be marrying each other. But they say these emojis violate a Russian law against, quote, promoting homosexuality to minors. If Apple is found guilty, they'd face a fine of up to 1 million rubles, which is about 15,000 American dollars, which is about how much Apple made since I started this sentence. But the Russians are very anti-gay. In Russia, you're not allowed to use 2 eggplant emojis in the same sentence. Did you know that? They're very hostile to homosexuals. You can even see it in the advertising they do to lure tourists.
Attention homosexuals. If you are looking for a terrible vacation destination, Russia has nothing you will like. You won't like our flamboyantly colorful architecture. You will hate our furry hats. And you will definitely not be interested in popular Russian sports like figure skating and wrestling. And while you're not here, be sure not to look at the dancers in our Bolshoi ballet. For gay people, Russia truly doesn't have it all. Take it from our president. Russia, straight as missiles.
Meanwhile, back home in America, Donald Trump came out with his proposal for a new tax plan yesterday, just like a real presidential candidate would do. It was kind of adorable. Trump has some interesting ideas. He says he plans to raise taxes on the very rich, which doesn't include him because he's very, very rich. He's in the very rich. And also under President Trump, you won't have to pay any income taxes if you make less than $25,000 a year. You won't pay any taxes if you and your spouse make under $50,000 a year. And if you capture an illegal Mexican, you won't pay any taxes at all, no matter how much you make. So, you know, he's here legally. Every politician comes out with his or her own plans and proposals, but I wonder if voters pay attention to the specifics of those plans. It seems to me most people pick a candidate and go along with whatever that candidate says. So today, armed with a new Trump tax plan, we went out on the street and found people who claimed to support Hillary Clinton for president and asked those people about her tax plan. But what they didn't know is the tax plan we presented them with is not Hillary Clinton's, it's Donald Trump's. And let's find out how they liked it.
Are you a Hillary Clinton
Clinton supporter?
Yes, I am.
I like Hillary Clinton. Yeah, I support her.
I'm a Hillary Clinton supporter. Well, for one, it's definitely time that we have a woman in the White House.
Well, I think a female president would be a great idea.
Are you a Hillary Clinton supporter?
I sure am.
What about Donald Trump?
Next.
No, you don't support Donald Trump at all?
I do not.
Would you be able to support anything about Donald Trump?
In short, no.
Donald Trump, nah, not so much.
I feel cold towards Donald Trump.
You wouldn't support Donald Trump?
No.
Okay, and would you support Hillary Clinton's plan to cut the corporate tax rate from 35% to 15%?
I think that's a good idea.
Do you support Hillary's plan to eliminate the estate tax?
Yes, I do support that.
Do you support her plan to eliminate taxes for those who make less than $25,000 a year?
I would support that, yes.
Do you support her plan to eliminate the alternative minimum tax?
Alternative minimum tax. Yeah, I support that.
Do you support her plan to eliminate the estate tax?
Yes.
And what would you say if I told you those are all Donald Trump's proposals?
I would say he's a pretty smart man. I feel stupid.
I would say that that's shocking. But I mean, if it is, I'm still not voting for Donald Trump. He's a caricature.
What would you say if I told you those are all Donald Trump's policies?
I wouldn't believe it.
They are.
Well, I support Donald Trump there.
What would you say if I told you those are all Donald Trump's policies?
Oh, God. I hate him.
None of us deserve to vote. By the way, I don't know if you noticed that if you're watching this on TiVo Rewind, because there's a very fat Spider-Man in the background. I'd like to talk to him tomorrow, okay? I think you'll enjoy this if you haven't already. This is a video that went viral of two men fishing near Graves Light Station in Boston Harbor. I've watched it now many times. And if that video of the pizza rat embodies the spirit of New York, this video, I think, captures the essence of Boston.
Holy look at this thing. Oh, my God. What the is that, bro? Jay, what the is that?
Look, baby wheel.
It's a baby wheel, man. Holy we are witnessing a baby wheel right here, dude. Jay, stop. Here it is right here, Jay. Oh, man, look at this thing. Holy what is that thing? Oh, if that's a flounder, man, let's pull it in, Jay. That's a tuna, bro.
No,
Jay, that's a tuna or something. Jay, look at it. Come on.
found it with the fins.
Oh, man, Jay, let's pull it in, Jude. Look at that thing. Oh, my God. Jay, that is still good meat on that fish kid. Holy you look at this thing. What is that thing, dude? Oh, my God, look at this thing. Oh, my, look at this thing. You gotta call the aquarium or something, dude. What the is that?
Goodwill fishing. I would love to take those guys to the aquarium. So we're going to take a break now. When we come back, Mikey and Jay, the guys from that video, are standing by the chat with us. So Stupid is all in the way, but first I mentioned before, two fishermen from the Boston area have caught not only a giant fish, but the attention and admiration of all the world. For those of you just tuning in, this is just a bit of their big catch.
Holy look at this thing we got here. Oh, man. Holy this is going on Fox 25 News tonight. Holy look at you, mother. Oh, my God, Jay. Look at him. He's trying to get away. What kind of fish is it? Who the knows? It's Moby Dick.
All right, joining us live from Malden, Massachusetts, on our big Cisco Street video, to Mikey Bergen and Jay Foster. Hello, Mikey and Jay. How you doing?
Hey, what's up, kid?
What's happening?
Oh, man. This is crazy, huh?
Yeah, this is pretty crazy. You guys were out on a boat, and now here you are on television.
Yeah, can you believe this?
Well, I enjoyed your video immensely, and you look exactly as I imagined you would. Exactly.
Yeah, like a bum.
How do you guys know each other, first of all?
We grew up in the same neighborhood. We've known each other for 30 years.
Oh, all right. Wow. And who spotted this fish first?
This meathead, he thought it was a turtle.
Did you really think it was a turtle? Are there turtles out there that you've caught before?
No, we never caught a turtle, but we had no idea what it was. It could have been several different things.
Had you ever seen anything like that before?
We never seen anything like that. Absolutely not.
Let's go through some of the creatures you thought it may have been. Besides turtle, you thought maybe it was a baby whale. You thought maybe it was a flounder, a tuna. I think a sea monster was in there.
Hey, I was hoping it was a tuna, kid. Imagine the money we would have got.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you would have got a lot of money for that. Are there tuna in that area?
Yes.
Oh, there are. Okay, so it could have been a tuna. And it turned out to be a sunfish, yes.
Saltwater sunfish. Imagine that.
Those are not good to eat, the sunfish?
No.
Not for us, we guess. Chinese eat them.
Oh,
That's about it.
we don't typically eat them here in the United States.
No.
No.
And did you guys release the fish, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That fish dove like 8 feet. We seen it go swim away happy.
Oh, it swam away happy. Okay. And how long was the fish on? How long did you have to reel it in?
Oh, we didn't reel it in. We just kept pulling around it with the boat.
I see. Is it attached to a rope?
No, we snagged it with a fishing line up there. But it snapped quick and the fish stayed on top of the water. And Mikey kept saying, go back, go back. I didn't want no part of it. I didn't know what it was. This fishing rod this kid came with, man.
I'm just going to say right now I'm in love with the both of you. And
Hey, we love you, dude.
you know what? I would love it if you guys hosted Shark Week or something. Wouldn't that be a good thing? I'm going to work on
Hey,
it.
I never seen before this.
Hey, I know it has nothing to do with the fish, but what do you think about Tom Brady? What are your thoughts on Tom this season?
Oh, we love Tom Brady.
You do, yeah. What do you think about
He's pretty kid.
what do you think about the commissioner of the NFL?
He sucks.
He
Hey,
sucks. Yeah, right.
You suck, Roger Goodell.
I also think if they do another DVD of Planet Earth, you guys would be great narrators for it.
Oh, man.
Well, I tell you what, we'd love to see more of you guys. I think, would you be willing to come out to California? Or maybe we could have you... But I don't want you guys going all Hollywood on us. You have to keep it real, okay?
Oh, man, we're straight up the street to Edgeworth and Boston bypass.
All right. Hey, are you selling those shirts? The It's a Tuna,
Yes,
bro?
we are.
You are?
Hey, he looks like a big friggin' tuna, don't he?
It's really hard to tell. He looks more like a sunfish to me. But, well, thank you, Mikey and Jay. It was great talking to you guys, and I hope to see you again very soon.
Thanks, Jimmy.
There you go. It's Mikey and Jay. We got a good show tonight. We have people from Slightly Stupid, from The Martian. Michael Pena is here. We'll be right back with Viola Davis.
Portions of Jimmy Kimmel Live are brought to you by Jet.com. For $15 off your first order of $35 or more, go to Jet.com today.
From down south to San Diego, their latest album is called Meanwhile Back at the Lab. Slightly Stupid from the Samsung. Tomorrow night we will be joined by an American treasure named Don Rickles. Dr. Ken Jeong will be here with music from Kelsey Ballerini. And Thursday night, LL Cool J, Kate Mara, and music from Andra Day. So please join us. 2 Sundays ago, our first guest tonight added yet another trophy to an already burdened mantle to win the Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress on a Drama Series. Her show, How to Get Away with Murder, airs Thursdays at 10 on ABC. Please welcome Viola Davis. By the way, you recover quite rapidly from bus accidents, I have to say.
Yeah, I have good DNA.
It even scared me when I saw it.
Yeah, it scared my hairstylist back. She screamed with food in her mouth.
Even though you were sitting there right next to her, huh?
Yeah.
How you doing? The last time I saw you, you were on stage accepting the Emmy Award, and I think a great accomplishment. Really, not just because you won the Emmy in a very tough category, but on top of it, you won it on network television, which nowadays is a very difficult thing to do.
It is, because there's so much you can't do on network. I mean, even with the sex, you can't show the thigh, you can't show the breast, you can't show, which I'm grateful for, by the way. I say the only thing you can show on me is my feet. But, so there's so much you can't do.
And you're stopping every, 11 minutes for a Charmin commercial also.
Yeah.
It changes things.
We need those sponsors.
Yeah, that's right. And so, were you working today? Were you getting away with murder today?
I was getting away with murder today, yes, and I got here at 3:15, my life is just, crazy. I was working, the morning after the Emmys,
Oh, you were? The
Yeah.
very morning after?
Didn't know any lines.
Oh, really?
I mean, I was like, okay, I'm gonna suck. But then I don't know my lines.
How did you handle that? How do you handle that when you don't know your lines?
I go, this is not working for me.
You throw it back to the writers while you buy a little time?
I learned that at Juilliard,
That's really funny. Has there ever been a situation where you didn't know your lines before?
There's been a situation where I have not known my lines. And there's been the most prominent situation is when I was doing Doubt. And Meryl Streep kept screwing up one line. She just completely forgot it, and I was thinking...
she's the worst. Yeah, she's the worst.
And how do you tell Meryl Streep that she's forgotten her line? You do it telepathically, Yeah.
Yeah, got your line. So what did you do? I mean, she's so nice. You probably...
Well, we just screwed up the scene again and again and again, and the director was like, why is it not working? I said, because she forgot her line. Got it.
Do you find that as you become more and more successful and you have more accomplishments under your belt that other actors are nervous about doing scenes with you?
Yes.
You do?
I do find that to be the case. And I always tell them, please do not be nervous, because if someone is going to screw up, it's going to be me.
And that generally relaxes them?
No.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't, until I screw up.
Can you tell if they're nervous about being there with you or if they're just nervous in general about acting in front of people?
No, you can't tell. Let me tell you something. People always ask me, so how'd the scene go, Viola? So how was so-and-so in the scene? I'm not looking at so-and-so. I'm worried about me. It's about me. It's always about me.
You made a great speech at the Emmys. Is that something you enjoyed? I would imagine you prepared that beforehand.
I did prepare that. Now, there were two quotes I could go with. I said, if I go with the Harriet Tubman, they may think it's militant. Or I could go with the other quote, but they may be confused. Let me go militant.
Mm-hmm. Not really militant.
Not really militant, But I just thought that moment was bigger than me. It was bigger than just an actress winning, in that category. It was the first time an African-American woman had won in that category. And it needs to be
It's a big deal. And it's you.
I lost the Miss Central Falls Recreation Contest when I was 6, and that literally dictates my entire life.
What was the Miss Central Falls Recreation Contest?
It's a contest every year in Central Falls at James Park, and literally I was going to sing Abracadabra from the DeFranco family.
And
I peed in my pants.
Oh.
And with my finger in my mouth. Can you imagine? It's not dripping down my nose. So there you go. I was 6 years old. It didn't work.
Wow, and so that stuck with you. Do you remember who won that competition?
Michelle Brazo. and she's blonde.
Well, you really stomped her at the Emmys. I hope she was watching.
That's right,
when
Michelle.
you pulled out the Harriet Tubman.
Yeah.
This is Viola Davis, How to Get Away with Murder. The show will be right back.
I will not stand for this, Your Honor. I have the utmost respect for your court, but not for these speculative, antagonizing questions.
As if I have any other
The
choice.
point of this hearing was to present evidence against Mr. Leahy, not me. If that's not the case, then please charge me with my husband's murder, though I'm guessing that hasn't happened due to lack of evidence. Instead, your strategy has been to attack me with accusations and insinuations, making it very clear that this is not a preliminary hearing, but a witch hunt. And I did not put my hand on this court's Bible to be burnt at the stake, and especially by a petty, foolish, amateur prosecutor who doesn't deserve mine or anyone else in this court's respect.
I think you want to know. That you had memorized, right? You didn't have a cue card or anything.
No, but my lips kept getting in the way.
So we're one episode into the season, and there are many, many things going on. I mean, you guys started with a bang.
Yeah?
Yes. You have a new love interest.
Yeah?
It's a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you like that?
Listen, like I said, I'm not comfortable with any sex scene, but I just don't want my mom seeing it. So what I'm doing is, every Thursday night, I give her money to go to the casino.
Oh, really? Here she goes.
She goes to the casino every single night, but
Oh.
this Thursday especially, she will be going to the casino. My mom literally, That's her job, to go to the
casino.
That's work.
She's a professional gambler.
She's a professional gambler. In fact, it's like I called her, it was about a year ago, and she said, Viola, someone stole my wheelchair. I said, how could they steal your wheelchair? She was like, I was at the casino playing that slot machine. You know the Egyptian slot machine? Then I turned around and the wheelchair was gone. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? So this Thursday, she's going to be at the casino.
Is it possible, and I don't want to cause any trouble here, is it possible that your mother sold her wheelchair to get money?
You know what? It's possible.
So how do you get her to actually go on Thursday? Like why wouldn't she just kind of save the money and go on Friday and stay home and watch it?
Because you have to Western Union it
Really?
by 3 p.m. LA time.
Wow.
And she will get the money and it will be there. Trust me, she will get the money, get that money control number, because there's a money transfer control number on Western Union. And by 4 o'clock, she's
send the
gonna be
money
there.
directly to the casino?
You know what's funny?
What?
I've done that.
You have done that, yeah. It's a good way to make sure she goes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's no DVR in the house, right?
Oh my God, there's no DVR.
Okay.
She would know how to operate a DVR.
Wow,
Thank
you
God.
really do have all the bases covered.
Yeah.
Did she watch the Emmys, or was she at the casino that night?
No, she watched the
You let her
Emmy.
stay
She
home
said
for
she
that.
fell on the ground. She was crying.
Well, yeah, there's
all
no
of that.
wheelchair anymore.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm a good person. All right. Well, what Davis, everybody. How to get away with murder? This is Michael Pena. From Ant-Man, Crash, American Hustle, Million Dollar Baby. Now he's an astronaut who wisely abandoned Matt Damon in space in his new movie, The Martian.
Commander, we're at 10 degrees and the map is going to tip at 12.3. Hey! We might be able to keep the map from tipping! Commander, we're at 10.5 degrees.
Excessive, too.
Tilting to 11.
Copy that. If it tips, you launch.
You really think I'm going to leave you behind?
That's an order, Martinez.
The Martian opens Friday. Please welcome Michael Pena. I'm doing well. By the way, I really enjoyed the movie. You got stuck on the ship while everybody was out running around on Mars. Is that a bummer as an actor?
I mean, they're just trying to save, Matt Damon. You know how it is.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of movies people want to save Matt Damon. Is this like Saving Private Ryan, but in space?
Not in my house, they don't. I'll tell you that. The nice thing was, once you left them on Mars, you didn't really have to work with them
I
face to
didn't think
face
about it too
anymore.
much, you know what I mean? The other crew members are like, I think we should save him. We're like, are you sure?
As an actor, when you find out you get to play an astronaut, is that as exciting as it gets?
No, immediately I looked up how many Mexican astronauts there have been.
How many? Are you really the first one?
And it's home in the house. Well, maybe just like, maybe just in movies, whatever.
Yeah,
But
no,
I'll take the credit.
I think there have been Mexican astronauts. Here, let's go to our expert on this. Guillermo, have there been?
Yeah, one.
There was one Mexican
Oh,
astronaut?
did you say Juan? No. There was one on Juan?
It seems like you should know that. You might want to do some research on that one for the next interview.
No,
yeah.
I'm the only one.
And now you're shooting the movie Chips with
Chips.
my friend Dax Shepard. So Dax Shepard is going to play John, and
John
you play
Baker.
Punch.
I play Punch.
Do you ride a motorcycle?
I do now, but
Oh, you do now. Okay.
well, it's different.
'Cause Dax rides a motorcycle
Yeah, no, he can
regularly.
ride like he can ride. And I got into motorcycles. I got to do motorcycle training. And I got to do some. And I'm not as badass as I thought I was. You know what I mean? Because when you get on, you're like, oh man, I got this. And literally, like, I had somebody like video me, and it's the slowest riding that you can possibly have. I got a kid, so I'm like, man, I could die on this, man. And I'm like, no, I'm glad that TMZ or something, didn't like.
That's not very Punch.
Yeah,
it really
it's
is.
like literally it's the slowest circles. I mean, I'm like, eh? And I sent the video to Dax, and he's like, I'm not impressed. We need more training.
You remember on Chips, though, if you recall, they would just have a shot of them, and there would be like the background was a movie screen behind them, and they were pretending to ride their motorcycle.
I know, but it's like that bad driving, that like in all movies where like they're in motorcycles, they're like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nobody does that nobody rides a motorcycle like this. Not even a slalom.
They're just trying to do something.
Yeah, and then I'm looking at the wide shot. I'm like, is there any cones? Like, what's up? Are they doing some.
I'm so interested to see what your approach to this movie is. I mean, will it be comedy? Will it be a mixture? Of...
I mean, if it's Zach Shepard, it's going to be a little comedy. That's for sure.
Okay,
I mean,
good.
I got to work out for that.
Are you working out for this?
I mean, you know, I'm in a constant diet right now. I'm like eating less than 2,000 calories. You know, I was slightly overweight. I don't know if you guys ever can relate to that.
So you are
I'm sucking it in
the
even more.
same role. You look good. You're playing the same role that Eric Estrada played, and he had like a 22-inch waist, I think, at that time.
22-inch waist. It was like, non-existent.
It was crazy.
It was like a donut. That's how big it was.
It was like no cop you ever see in real life.
My brother's a cop too, so I understand.
So speaking of donuts, what are you eating now? What are you on a special diet and all that stuff?
Donuts?
Donuts, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm eating like just grass and rocks. You see me just mad all the time, like a dog. I'm like a dog all the time.
How long has this been going on?
It's been going on for like 2.5 months.
Oh my!
I dropped like 20 pounds, which means I was like, I had some good cushion. Never cold.
You have a trainer that you're working out with?
Yeah, this guy Aaron Baban, and he actually.
What's his name?
Aaron Baban. He's from Jersey, and he trains at Channing Tatum too. So like, if I ever like try to puss out or whatever, and trust me, that happens. You know, I'm up in age.
By the way, last night, now that you say that, Dr. Phil was here, and he's also working with that trainer.
Aaron Baban,
So
yeah.
when your trainer tells you I worked with Channing Tatum, he can also but you also work with Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
So let's not go crazy.
This guy. But it turns like motivation though, because if I'm trying to puss out or whatever, I was like, oh man, I think we're good, dude. I just threw up a couple times. I think we should call it. Channing wouldn't call it. The magic might be pretty good, you know. And I'm like, it's just elliptical. It's not even like hard running.
Is that you?
For like another 5 minutes. Okay, man. You really think so? This will get me the Oscar.
Really, it's the same way you're going to be driving that motorcycle. Wow, this sounds like fun. I mean, it is fun, right? The whole thing is fun.
I mean, I get paid to wear makeup, man. Like, what's up? So do you.
Come on, man. That's not cool. Sometimes when I am getting makeup put on, one of my kids will wander into the room, and I always think like, boy, if I walked in on my dad putting makeup on, I don't know what the hell I would do.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, does Dad have secrets?
Daddy does have some secrets. Hey, last time you were here, you mentioned your brother. How many brothers do you have?
I have one, but he probably takes the room of 2.
He takes the room of 2. You mentioned your brother.
No, because of his personality.
He's a character.
And also his charisma.
And what does he weigh? Just to...
Well, he weighs less than me.
No, he doesn't. How is he doing? Because he seems like a real
he's
character.
doing great. I'm like, oh man, I still, no matter what, like I'm doing chips, and I was like, oh man, that's real cool, Mike. You know, you're pretending to be a cop. And he's a cop. Just don't forget, you know, I do it for real life. He's always gonna be my big brother, man. I'm like, I can't win with that
You
guy.
never get around that. Yeah. Well, it's very good to see the movie. By the way, Matt Damon aside, the movie's really great. It's called The Martian. It opens Friday. It's Michael Pena, everybody. We'll be right back. It's Slightly Stupid.
The Teach 'em Alive concert series is presented by Samsung. The Teach 'em Alive concert series is presented by Samsung.
I want to thank Viola Davis. I want to thank Michael Pena. Apologies to Matt Damon for a lot of things. Also, we ran out of time. From Nightline is next. But first is their album. It is called Meanwhile. Back at the Lab, here with the song The Prophet, Slightly Stupid.